Welcome back, guys. Today we're at a pond out here, and it's a public pond. We're at a park in northern Indiana that's got a lot of largemouth in it, and hopefully we can get on a few largemouth today with some wacky rigs. Just going to be throwing some 4-inch yum, I believe they're called dingers, just basically a worm. Starting out with like a pearl color, and hopefully these largemouth will like it and we can get into a few of them. Freaking tanks of bluegills on. Good fly fish right here and catch about 1,000 bluegill. There's one. First bass. Not a real big one, but he did take the wacky rig. Really dark bass, almost like a smallmouth. Very black tones to him. So look at the colors on that thing. Super dark. It's kind of a strange color for a pond bass, but he's very pretty, very unique, that's for sure. Not necessarily the best fishing conditions I've ever seen. You want just light winds. There's fish in there, that's for sure. Tough conditions today, not a lot of wind, so who knows if these fish are going to cooperate or not. I know there's good fish in here. Spot number 2, no good. Oh, there's a good one. There he is. Got him. There's a smaller one in there too, but I think that's probably one of the bigger ones. Just sad to say. Oh, there's a really big one. I probably just scared the crap out of it though. There's one. There we go. Right out from underneath that tree. Another little guy, but that's all right. Came back to a spot that we hadn't had luck here, but we had luck at a spot very similar to this one. Looks the exact same, a little bit of cover on each side. Flipped it a few feet out from the trees, and there we go. There's one. Ooh, that might be a crappie. Oh no, that's a bass. Another bass, just really unhealthy and skinny. This one's been caught multiple times. You can tell he's been caught before. He's got a ripped up lip and is very unhealthy skinny. Oh, this spot was no good a minute ago, and now it's firing up. It's 2 fish out of here in just a couple minutes. Oh, there's a chungus of a bluegill. Oh! That may have been the state record. Alrighty, caught a few now. Kind of stinks here. Like you can see, not much shores exposed, so you have to just kind of go from spot to spot. It's kind of hard to, do much fishing here, but got a few now. We're going to keep trying for a little bit longer, and then we'll see what happens. So hopefully we can get on a few more largies. Oh, ooh, that was a fish right there. I probably waited just a little too long on the hook set there. There's one right in front of me, and I know he'll take it. I know he's going to take it. He's got it, yep. Seen that one coming. I love it when you can sight fish these things. Oh, well, there he goes. When you're sight fishing, it's not 100% guarantee that they'll bite, but what I like to do is put it about 1 to 2 feet away from it and kind of just work my way in. If he's not taking it, I'll get a little bit closer. I'll just inch my way in. But you don't want to sit it right on their head the first time, just in case they're not interested at all and you just spook them. Sometimes you can get them to be interested by just getting it close enough. When I started fishing today, I was fishing a little bit shallower, and as the day's going on, you can really tell that these fish are definitely not shallow, and these fish are probably more in the like 4 to 5 foot range rather than the 1 to 2. Before, I've come out here when the sun's been high, and these fish have just been nailing these baits, but up high. There's one. Oh, lost him. I think that fish that I just lost was probably just a bluegill just grabbing hold of it. There's tons of gills in here. Tons and tons of gills. The fishing in here isn't absolutely crazy, so you kind of need to work your bait nice and slow. Get it down to the bottom. So just pause and let it sink for a little bit, and then just a couple little short twitches and a good amount of time, 2 to 3 seconds hopefully before the next one if you can. And I like to do 2 to 3 twitches each time that I let the bait fall. That way it rises back up just a little bit. There's a bass. One thing that's also really nice is throw it right where those bluegills are. Sometimes a bass will see some of these bluegills get a little bit fired up, and bass will eventually lead you to, oh, there he goes. And those bluegill will eventually lead a bass into where your bait is. I've had a lot of bluegill nibble on this bait just enough that it gets the bass interested, and then they'll come up flying through there and just nail your bait. It's not even like they take the time to pause or nothing. They just hit it hard. Well, we're finally on. I tried the other side earlier and it's just too shallow, but finally getting on some fish now, so I'm gonna get back in there and see if we can get another one. 4-inch Senkos, they're working good. There's one. Hey, gone. That was a really cool one because I was able to skip it all the way under there. He didn't like it, I guess. There's one. First one on like earthworm color. Alrighty, there we go. First one on the earthworm color. For anybody that's wondering, this I believe is a Bass Pro Shops tournament series worm. 4 inches. You get these out of like a multi-pack that they've got using actually this is 10-pound fire line and just using a little Lew's rod and reel combo. Pretty cheap setup. You can get these from Walmart. You can get them from just about anywhere. Works good for just trying to whack your rig for a few bass. Also using a 1/0 hook. Not sure the exact name brand of this hook. It's probably a Eagle Claw or something like that. Some cheaper brand. Alrighty. Last tunnel was a no-go. Anyways, we caught a lot of fish today. It's a lot of fun to be out here and throw the wacky rig around for a little bit. Bunch of largemouth in here. Had tons of fish on the lure. Missed a lot too, but I want to say thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will be back out here again soon, so stick with it. Stay tuned, guys. There's a lot more to come. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace, y'all.